Worm, prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
Kefura versus Jiren, Rise of Fusions. Now, Kefura is the name that the community, as of right now, is dubbing the fusion between kale and caulifla, the one that we saw in the preview for episode 114. And it's crazy. I'm extremely ecstatic that they're bringing back fusion. I've been the biggest proponent for fusion for the longest time, because fusion gives you an opportunity to recreate and make fresh new characters, making a fresh new spin on a series. And I've talked about this before in the past, that I mean, really one of the main things that keeps drawing me into continually watching the seasons of Steven Universe is that I'm hoping that Peridot eventually fuses with one of the characters, which he hasn't by now. And if you guys don't know Steven Universe, the show, it's a real good show. It's on Cartoon Network, and one of the main focuses of that show is fusion. The characters fuse with each other, creating fresh, brand new characters with brand new storylines. So that is the route that I can see Dragon Ball Super taking here in the future. The Rise of Fusions, I mean, the fusions themselves are far more powerful than the separate components. And so the way I see this happening here in a little bit is I see that Kefura, her facing off with Jiren. Now, Jiren said that his power was really only needed for 2 warriors, and now he's meditating. Well, if Kefura becomes unleashed and shows her true power, that's going to be something that I think that may wake Jiren out of his meditation. I think that's something that he's going to come out and he's going to be like, you know what? I need to take this character out, because he didn't anticipate that this character would exist, because obviously, I mean, who would? I didn't have no clue that there was going to be any sort of fusion in the tournament, and now apparently there is. It's definitely a Potara fusion, as you guys can tell by the picture that you see. Kefura, she's got one of the earrings, and so the way I think it's going to happen, I think that I don't think they're going to throw Potara earrings at them. I think that might be against the rules. I think that they're going to have them on them already as like a backup that Vados and Champa and gave to Caulifla and Kale. The fact that episode 113 hammered home the rise of Caulifla and her power and the deep reservoirs of experience and technique and hidden ability that is inside of her, and then we see Kale controlling her Super Saiyan state and then going into her Super Saiyan Berserk state, not seeming to go into Berserk mode. I mean, that whole episode, first of all, the episode was amazing. I loved it. I love the fight. I love how there was actual progression, and for the first time I felt like, yeah, you know, you realize that you're outmatched against Goku. Goku had no choice but to show that even in his base form he can take you, because he is that much farther ahead. So I definitely really enjoyed the episode. The episode really hammered home the fact that they're giving these 2 characters more character progression for the ultimate next episode, where we see the Super Saiyan Berserker Kale facing off against Goku, and then eventually at some point, I'm assuming it's going to be like the very end of the episode, they're going to fuse into Kefura, and then in episode 115 we're going to see Kefura face off against Goku. And I think maybe in that episode, or episode 116, we're going to be getting Kefura versus Jiren. And I think if she faces off against Jiren and shows exactly what the true might is of the fusion, I think that would be amazing, because they went with the episode 113, pushing the fact that she wanted to get Caulifla and Kale wanted to get Super Saiyan 3. Well, I think that once they defeat Goku, they will attain this form combined together. And then maybe they'll retain that knowledge of it once they separate, and then they'll be able to go into it on their own. But when you combine the Super Saiyan 3 power with the power of Kale, the Berserker mode, I think that's going to be something that no other character is going to anticipate, and it's going to be a power that's going to be even stronger than what Jiren was thinking that there was going to be in this tournament. And I, for one, love the fact that they're finally giving Super Saiyan 3 some love. And I stated last time in my last video that that's the one part of Dragon Ball Super that has been faulting for me, and now I'm really excited to see where they're going to take Super Saiyan 3 and how they're going to incorporate it into the more powerful transformations in the future. But yeah, Kale versus Jiren. Again, I made a video a while back talking about the power potential of this fusion, and I stick by it. Caulifla's ever increasing genius level progression along with Kale's unbridled rage and berserker-like fury, combine those together and you have a character that continuously gets stronger and more advanced while having this huge amount of ki built inside of her. So she could go even further beyond. She could go into the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. Maybe she might be able to go into the God transformations later down the line. So when she fights Jiren, I anticipate it where Jiren is going to be taken aback, and it's going to be pretty awesome to see someone as small as Kefura, because you guys saw that picture, she's tiny. So I'm going to be really excited to see someone as small as Kefura kind of putting Jiren on the ropes. And then I already know what's going to happen. At some point, eventually, Jiren's going to realize that she's, she is an actual, not an actual threat, but she's, on that, getting close to that level. She needs to be taken out, or else she could take out Dispo or Topo, and they would lose because of the numbers game. So he's going to end up eventually taking her out as a fusion, and then that's going to be 2 characters off of Universe 6. I already anticipate seeing Universe 6 being eliminated. I know they're going to come back because of all the character progression they've hinted at, and the fact that Vegeta wants to go see the Saiyan King of Universe 6. But I definitely see them getting taken out here at the end, combined in that fusion. That's the reason that I'm saying that, yeah, that she's going to end up, also facing off against Jiren, just to show that power of fusions. And again, I want to see more fusions here on out in later seasons, whether it be Potara, whether it be Fusion Dance, whether it be some other form of fusion that we have not heard of yet. I would love to see that. But anyway, guys, the fight between, the inevitable fight that I'm saying it's inevitable between Kefura and Jiren, it's not set in stone at all. It could be anything else. Goku could be the one to take them out. It really is up in the air. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of this idea about the fusions, about the power of them, about Kefura versus Jiren, about the direction that the show is going to be going, and whether you like fusions at all. I want to go ahead and give a special shout out to Kryoko's Gaming on my The Worst Part About Dragon Ball Super video thus far. And he comments, I don't know why, but Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 4 is so more godlike Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue for me. And so I'm taking that to mean that they're more godlike looking. And the reason for that, I think, is because they are actual physical transformations. Super Saiyan 3's hair grows, his forehead protrudes, and Super Saiyan 4 is a complete physical transformation, while Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue, you could really honestly chalk them up to just different colors, and maybe the key's a little bit different. So that's the reason for me. Drop me a like if you like my video. This is going to be Dragon Ball Black, signing off.